Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be sharing something that I've learned recently with you, and it's a review, or I'll say what I've picked up from reading the book Show Your Work. So I wrote a blog about this review and I felt like it would be nice to also do a video version of it, so sharing with you the insights and the tips that I took away from reading this book. I recently hit 3,000 subscribers and I am very happy to see the growth on this channel. It means a lot to me. So to celebrate 3K, I am going to be doing a giveaway in this video. So if you would like to know more details about what this giveaway is, make sure you stick to the end of the video to learn more about it. Now back to what I was talking about. This book, Show Your Work, is written by Austin Kleon. This is the book right here, Show Your Work, and it is part of a 3-part series book. So it has the first part called Still Like an Artist. I haven't really read that one, but I have it. It's here, right here. This one, right? But it's part of a 3-part series and they're all talking about how to be a creative person. And this is Still Like an Artist, and it's talking about 10 things nobody told you about how to be a creative person. I've not read it yet. That will be the next one I read. There's also another one that is part of this series. It's called Keep Going, and I'm currently reading that right now. Yeah, but this video is talking about this book, so I'm not just going to go into those ones. This book is sharing 10 ways on how to share your work. I feel like as developers, even if you don't categorize yourself as a creative person, right? Because what does creative person mean? Creative person means that you create something, because people like to think about creative persons like content creators, vloggers, YouTubers, but it could be that you're just a developer, which is fine. It also applies to you, right? So this book is sharing 10 ways on how to share your creativity and get discovered. I really love the fact that the book has, as you can see, it's not a very big book that will take you days and days and days to complete. Like, you can finish reading this in one day. It has a lot of insights as well as pictures, quotes that really resonates with me. This video is just going to talk about some of the tips that I took out from reading this book. So the first thing that I learned from reading this book is that you don't have to be a genius. I personally have this problem where I think that, oh, for me to share something about this topic, I have to know it, like I have to be an expert in it. But Austin is telling us that you don't have to be a genius. The world exists for people to share what they're working on, what they're doing. You don't have to be an expert. Not everybody has to be an expert to share the work that you're doing. He's also saying that we should all be amateurs. Amateurs are willing to try different things, rinse and repeat, learn in public, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes, rinse and repeat again. So as you watch this video, I just want you to know that if you have something in mind that you feel like somebody out there might learn from, or even yourself you might learn from, make sure that you are doing something about it. Like, make sure you're talking about it, you're advocating for yourself, you're writing about it. You don't have to be an expert or a genius. Another thing that I took away from this book is think process, not products. What does this mean? As creators or as a creative person, a lot of us are churning out work out there. Like, we're creating blog posts, we're creating videos, we are talking about our work, we are speaking in public, you know, we are doing all these things, but we do it in private. Like, we just show the product of all the work that we've done. But he's advocating for a different process, right? Think about it in such a way that you are going to start sharing the process of doing this thing and not just the final product. Because a lot of people tend to learn from how, like, for instance, this is just an example, and I'm thinking about doing a video about it very soon on this channel. I talk about how I make my videos or how I write my articles, just not just sharing the final product, but also sharing the process that led to you creating that final product, because it's going to allow a lot of people learn about how you create the things that you create. And yeah, it just makes people interested in your journey. So it's very important to think about it as, don't always rely on just sharing the final product. Oh, I made this app and this is the app. But instead, think about it like saying, oh, I'm interested in making this app. This is the first thing I want to do. Like, make sure you share the process of getting to the product and not just the product itself. This one I really like. He's saying you should share something small every day. So the idea is that you should share something small every day. Like, you can share something you've learned on social media, on Twitter. It could be you sharing a link to an article that you read. It doesn't have to be a full-fledged content that we've created. It doesn't have to be an entire article that you write every single day. I know a lot of us have full-time jobs and it's very difficult to be consistent with doing all of this, but consistently sharing something every day about yourself or your work or your process is really going to help. And I like to think about it as tiny changes, remarkable results. So the small changes or those efforts you put into making tiny changes, making changes to yourself, is going to compound into remarkable results. So this is how I see it, and it works. I would insert a illustration of what Austin drew to explain this, because the book also has a lot of drawings and just things, illustrations explaining his ideas. So I'll just put it here so you see how this means. So by creating something or by sharing something small every day, is going to compound into a lot of things by the end of the month, and it's also going to compound to more things that you've created over the course of a year. So always try to do that as well. The final thing I would like to share with you that I took out from this book is to sell out. Now this is something I'm trying, like I'm doing a lot of different things to try this out, and it's been working for me so far. The idea is, as a creative person, you are putting out free work a lot. Like, you put out tutorials, you put out videos, you just keep sharing your knowledge. And at the point, if you're ready to start monetizing all of these things that you're doing, it's definitely okay for you to do that. Don't feel guilty because people might call you out for charging for like a video that you made, or charging for stuff. I mean, you already put in a lot of time into making this effort of sharing your work, so it is very okay for you to start charging for your work. How can you do this? There are several ways that you can do this. I myself, I'm trying to explore different ways of how to monetize my content and how to just sell out, like he said. And yeah, it has been a very interesting journey so far for me as a content creator. Creating content for free is not easy because, number one, I have to pay for internet. Of course, I have to invest in the things that I used to create this video, my camera, my lighting setup and everything. There's just talking about the resources alone. I'm not even talking about the time I have to put in. So generally what he's saying here is that it's okay if you want to monetize your work. It's okay if you want to charge for the things that you're putting out. It's also okay if you decide that you want to do it for free, but don't feel guilty about charging for your work. And personally, I have been doing this a lot. I'm trying to look for different ways on how to monetize all the things that I'm doing. Not all of them, right? But actually, like for instance, I'm trying to monetize my YouTube channel, and I'm very close to monetizing it. So if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, please, and watch more of my videos. But anyway, this point is just saying you can sell out as a creative person, and you should not feel guilty about it. So those are all the things that I wanted to share. I'm going to rate it 5 stars. I already rated it 5 stars on Goodreads. If you want to follow me on Goodreads to see the books that I'm reading, you can check out the description. I'll put a link there. But yeah, I definitely learned a lot. I just shared like maybe 4 of the things I picked from this book, and there are 10 all listed here. There are 10 things you can learn from reading this book. So in conclusion, I would like to tell you all that you should definitely check out this book. And also, if you'd like to see a written version of my review, I would also drop a link in the description below for the blog post version. And finally, if you were here from the beginning of the video to the end for the giveaway that I mentioned earlier, I am thinking of doing, or not thinking, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, first time ever giveaway on this channel, yay, to celebrate 3,000 subscribers. So a lot of people, since I shared this book, I've seen like maybe 4 people buy it because they want to read it. So I'm going to be giving away 5 copies of this book. All you need to do is leave a comment in the comment section telling me what your struggles are as a creative person and how you're trying to solve that. So yeah, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you enjoy this review kind of video and like to see more videos of me reviewing books that I've read. Please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much, and yeah, bye. See you in my next video.